Hi, and welcome to the summer 2024 semester of soc320 Immigration and Adaptation. This is one of my favorite classes to teach, and I teach it sometimes in regular semesters, and I've taught it most summers for the past probably 7 years or so. I typically, though, teach it in a 6-week summer semester. This time it's a 4-week, so it's going to be a very intense 4 weeks. This video will serve as your course tour. This video is going to cover not only how to navigate Blackboard, but how to do the assignments. This Blackboard course uses features of Blackboard that you may or may not have met in other classes. And so some of the functionality may be a bit new to you. I have the Blackboard site set up in a rather streamlined way. It's pretty compact. There's not a lot going on here. The first link is just to verify your campus email address. If you recently transferred from another CUNY school or recently enrolled at Lehman, you may not have your @lc.cuny.edu email address registered in Blackboard. And when you don't, you may not be getting a number of important emails, not only about this class, but from other instructors and the college overall. So that link will take you there and let you know how to change your email address if you need to. The course announcements area is going to be my main way of communicating with you during the class. This class is completely asynchronous, which means we don't have scheduled meeting times in the 4-week semester. That doesn't mean we shouldn't meet. It means that we're not meeting at specified times. At any point during the semester that you feel like you would like to meet with me, we have the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, which is like the Zoom room for the class, or we can meet on Zoom. You should just email me and tell me some days and times that work for you to meet, and then we'll figure something out. But when that's not happening on a sort of daily basis, pretty much daily basis, you're going to be doing your work through the Blackboard course site. The announcements are going to be there to remind you of deadlines and post any other important information that I need to throughout the semester. The course materials area has almost everything else you need for the class. The first and most important thing, the syllabus and schedule. I have it in 2 versions here, Microsoft Word or PDF, whichever one works better for you. One is more accessible and one is more portable. That's what the PDF is for. Make sure that you read through the syllabus in detail. It has a lot of information, but it has all the information you need to understand what is going to be expected of you in the short 4-week semester, and also what you can expect of me. Policies in particular, you must be aware of, because failure to adhere to policies is likely going to result in failure in the class. Our course schedule is listed here. Everything you need to know, graded assignments, the dates for the units listed in the course schedule. You need to make sure that that ends up in a calendar, whether you like to use a book planner or Google or iCalendar, whatever it may be. You need to be able to keep track of those deadlines. It's going to be critical to your success in the class. And then each unit is set up with its own folder. And then the last thing will be the final exam, which is not yet posted. But in each unit folder, it starts out reminding you of everything that was in the course schedule. And when you click on the folder itself, you'll see pretty much the same setup in each unit. So I try to keep it consistent so that we can develop a routine real quick and stick to that routine. This is a brief lecture on course concepts. It says listen. A folder with all of the assigned readings. So there's no textbook to purchase from for the class. Your readings are all here as PDF files in Blackboard. There's often a brief lecture or overview of the readings in that folder. there's a quiz, which always asks about the readings and the terminology assigned in the unit. The quizzes are not timed. You have until the last day of the unit to complete and submit the quiz. Once you click to begin it, you can read through the quiz questions. You can look up the questions, keywords from the questions in your readings. You can look at the answer choices and do process of elimination. The quizzes are designed to be a learning tool as much as they are a testing tool. So I do not expect that you click on the quiz, start it, and finish it very quickly after. I expect that you use the quiz questions to point you to the main ideas in the readings, so that even if you've already read the readings, you may have to go back and look at things. In fact, a strategy that I often encourage is to open the quiz on the very first day of the unit. Get all those questions down, know what you're looking for before you approach the readings. Makes reading more efficient. Make sure you're saving your answers. Make sure you're submitting the quiz by the deadline. In each unit, there's a voice thread conversation. This VT is an app within Blackboard called VoiceThread. There's instructions here, but I want to just demonstrate the VoiceThread real quick. So you will click, it will redirect you. You will start the assignment. On the first slide of every VoiceThread conversation, you will have audio, sometimes with video, of me setting up the assignment. Okay, so this one is 4 minutes and 21 seconds of me telling you what you need to address in terms of this particular assignment. Each one is thematic. It fits within the unit, and it has you demonstrating your mastery of the course lessons for that unit, or prior units. You can always draw on prior units as well. After you listen, you push here to play, and you listen to the 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. Then you go over with these arrows on the bottom to the slide with your group number. Okay, so if you're in group number 3, you navigate over here and you're going to add to the voice thread. You can do an audio recording or you can do audio with video. Okay, so when you click that, I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to record what I'm doing, but it will set you up to do an audio recording. And when you're done, you will hit submit over here. Okay, the submit button. If you need to redo it, it says here resubmission is allowed. Okay, so adding audio or video and clicking submit. That's the voice thread conversation. Make sure you've read through the do's and don'ts and listen to that first slide so that you know what to do in that particular assignment. If you've done that and you're still not understanding what I'm looking for, send me an email. We'll talk about it via email. We'll schedule a meeting and talk about it, whatever we need to do. Each unit also has a discussion, and this is not a discussion where we say, oh, here's why I like the readings. These discussions are specific. They have supplemental things. For the first unit, it's a data discussion. And so you'll click in here and you'll read the step-by-step instructions. So these 2 links down here present you with certain pieces of data. It's actually quite a lot of data, so you have a lot to choose from. And as the step-by-step instructions say, you will go to your group area. Okay, so your voice thread, we already talked about how you go to the slide with your group number on it. With the discussions, you go to the group area. That's where the discussion board is set up. Okay, can't link that in this folder. Unfortunately, Blackboard doesn't have that functionality to go only to your group area. So you'll go to your group area to make that post. So this is the link for the group area. I'm in all 3 groups. You're only going to see one group number here. Okay, so if you're in group number 3, it's just going to say group number 3. You'll click on that. You will go to the group discussion board. And if it's the Unit 1 data discussion, the instructions are repeated here. You click on there and it's going to prompt you to create your thread. Okay, after you create your thread, make sure that you're submitting it. Right, so hopefully you've already written it out. You can paste it in here from wherever you've written it. If you are writing it in here, make sure that you are doing a spelling grammar check on it so that you're presenting yourself as a college educated person and your classmates can all read and understand what it is you're communicating. And again, making sure you hit the submit button when you're all done. Okay. So again, back in each unit folder, you'll have assigned readings, quiz, a voice thread conversation, and a discussion folder. In some of the units like this one, there's a little bit of extra stuff that I've added here just for you to browse and to get a little more information on specific things. So sometimes there are some extras there. And again, in course materials, each unit runs about the same. So more terminology, a folder with assigned readings, a quiz, a voice thread conversation, a discussion, and maybe some extras. Okay, the instructor's office here is a place that you can come and post your questions. If you have questions that other students in the class may benefit from knowing the answer to, please do post there. If you have questions that you are specific to you or you need an answer real quick, then you should send me an email. Email is always the quickest way to get in touch with me. You should get an email response from me within half a day. If you're not hearing back from an email, you should send it again. Okay, don't avoid sending it because it might bother me. I'm never bothered receiving emails from students. I'm only bothered when I don't receive emails from students because it usually isn't a good sign about how students are keeping up in a class. So don't hesitate to send me emails. Don't hesitate to resend them if you're not hearing back quickly enough. If it's kind of a general question that other people might want to know the answer to, you can post it here in the instructor's office. Blackboard Collaborate Ultra is like Zoom. It's Blackboard's version of Zoom. You can click there and join the course room. If we set up a meeting, we might want to do that. In your group area, I wanted to point out that you also have a Collaborate room, right? So that if you and some group mates wanted to meet and discuss readings, that would be totally a nice thing to do. As you'll read in the syllabus, the policies are that you can discuss the readings in the course lessons, but all graded work absolutely must be your own. So you don't want to collaborate on graded work with each other, or with AI or with cheating websites. There are a lot of ways that we can detect that. And if it's suspected, you get to answer questions about it, either to me and or the academic integrity officer at Lehman College. I don't like to deal with cheating. I didn't become a professor to do police work, so please just don't try it. Don't put me in that situation to waste my time on it, okay? Your grades will always be posted here. This weighted total is not going to be a running total, and it's not, the grade center is not accounting for the fact that your lowest discussion and voice thread and quiz grades do get dropped. So that is described in the syllabus. That the lowest ones are going to be dropped in those 3 categories. So you will see each individual assignment grade here. Your weighted total, though, will not be an accurate reflection of your grade until we get very close to the end of the semester. If you are worried about your grade at any point, then you should email me to discuss it. Generally, if you're doing well and keeping up and knowing that your lowest grade in each category can be dropped, that will work out well for you. One thing about knowing that those grades are dropped, I want to point out that the last unit is a very, very short unit. You have a very limited time to get it done. I have reduced the amount of readings for the unit, but the assignments are the same. So if you can do well on the first 3 units, you can drop that fourth one. If you don't like your grade for some of these assignments in the first 3 units, then you definitely need to squeeze in unit 4 and do a good job on that. So again, make sure that you're keeping up with the announcements and the deadlines. Make sure that you're in touch with me whenever you don't understand anything. And that may be, I don't understand what to do for this assignment. I don't understand what this author is talking about when they say XYZ. Any of those things you can just email me about. My job is not just to put together the class and let you go. My job is to teach you the material. And if what's here in Blackboard isn't doing it, then I have to do more. And I understand that, and I'm committed to that. So please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. That is what's going to make this a successful semester for all of us. I certainly don't like to have unsuccessful semesters. It's not good for me. It doesn't feel good to me when students aren't doing well. So I'm here. Make sure that you're keeping up and keeping in touch with me, and let me know how I can support your success in this class.